Have you ever stared at a single word until it loses all meaning, dissolving into just shapes and lines? For me, that word was plumber. It was 2:17 a.m. The blue light of Isabella's phone, a cold spotlight in our dark Chicago bedroom. She was asleep, a picture of innocence. But her phone, left on the nightstand, had buzzed with a text, "Can't stop thinking about today. You're incredible." The sender, Plumber. We lived in a high-rise condo on North Lake Shore Drive. We hadn't needed a plumber in 5 years, and we certainly didn't own a house that would require one. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat of denial. I knew, with a certainty that felt like ice water flooding my veins, that I was about to open a door I could never close again. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you're from and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. For 10 years, Isabella was my world. We were the couple everyone envied, the perfect team. I supported her boutique marketing agency, working late nights to build my own architecture firm so she could pursue her dream. I thought we were building an empire together. But in the months leading up to that night, a subtle chill had crept in. She started working later, her phone always face down. When I'd ask about her day, the answers were vague, clipped. "Just client stuff, Alex." You wouldn't get it. She'd dismiss my questions with a wave of her hand. A tight, annoyed smile on her face that wasn't there before. The woman who used to share every detail of her life now treated me like an outsider, an inconvenience. The discovery wasn't a single explosion. It was a slow, agonizing leak. It started with that plumber number. A quick search pulled up a name, Julian Croft. He wasn't a plumber, was a graphic designer, a freelancer who'd apparently worked on a project for her agency. His social media was a monument to ego-smug selfies and posts about his hustle. Then came the credit card. Statements I found stuffed in her glove compartment. Dinners at Gibson's Bar and Steakhouse on Rush Street, a place we hadn't been together in years. Hotel receipts from the peninsula, disguised as client meetings. Each discovery was a small death. She became colder, more manipulative. When I tried to talk to her, to bridge the growing chasm between us, she'd turn it on me. "God, Alex, you're so needy lately. Can't I have a life outside of this marriage? You're suffocating me." The villains felt untouchable, laughing at me from their 5-star hotel rooms. The breaking point came on our anniversary. I'd booked a table at our favorite spot, the one where I proposed. She canceled an hour before, texting, swamped at work. Rain check. I drove past her office on my way home. The building was dark, empty. I sat in my car, the city lights blurring through my tears, and just shattered. The loyal husband was gone, replaced by a hollowed-out man staring into the abyss. That night, something inside me shifted. The grief didn't disappear, but it crystallized into something hard and sharp. It was time to stop being a victim. I started gathering proof. I hired a private investigator, a grizzled ex-cub who moved through the city like a ghost. He gave me everything: photos of them kissing in a parking garage in Lincoln Park, audio recordings of their calls filled with cheap promises and mockery of me. "He's so predictable," I heard my wife's voice say, dripping with contempt. "He'll never suspect a thing." I documented every asset, every shared account, every lie. I met with the best divorce attorney in Chicago, a woman known as the Shark. We didn't just plan a divorce, we planned a demolition. I transferred my half of our joint savings into a private account. I contacted the board of our condo, providing evidence of her using our shared address for her affair, a violation of our building's conduct clause. The traps were set. The public exposure was a masterpiece of timing. Isabella was hosting a major industry event, the culmination of her career, celebrating a huge new client. She was on stage, bathed in spotlights, the picture of success. In the middle of her speech, every screen in the ballroom suddenly switched. It wasn't her presentation, it was a photo. A crystal-clear image of her and Julian, wrapped in each other's arms in a hotel room. The date and timestamp visible in the corner. A collective gasp swept through the room of 300 colleagues and clients. Her smile froze, then crumbled. Her face went white with horror as another photo flashed, then another. The audio began to play her voice, mocking me, her needy, suffocating husband. She stood there, exposed and humiliated, as her world burned to the ground around her. Her new client dropped her the next day. Her business partners initiated a buyout. The condo board served her an eviction notice. She was ruined. I watched it all unfold from a quiet bar across the street, swirling the amber liquid in my glass. She called me, screaming, crying, begging. I didn't answer. The next day, she was served with divorce papers. Our assets were already divided. The life she knew was gone. I never saw her again, but I heard she moved back to her parents' house in some small, forgotten town. The empire we were supposed to build together was now just mine. Sometimes late at night when the city is quiet, I scroll through my contacts. I still have his number saved. A digital ghost in my phone. I just changed the name. It now reads Demolition. The end.